Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I got a super interesting topic and we're going to talk about AI. Why are we going to talk about AI today when we talk about finance and real estate related content? Well, I think AI is here to come and get you for your job. And I got some stats right here, so I'm not just pulling shit out of my ass. And let me know your thoughts and what you're thinking about it. And I read all your comments. Thanks a lot for supporting the channel. And let's jump into the video. So I read an article from that IBM is going to lay off 8,000 jobs, or they're going to cut down in the next 5 years. They're going to cut down non-customer related jobs, and they're going to try to replace them with AI. Well, what do I think about that? I think it sucks for these people that are going to get laid off, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it's happening. It's happening all over. So why do I think that? Well, when I grew up, phones were around and landlines and everything else. So all of a sudden, after the landlines, like when landlines and you still had the modem to dial in, it was really crazy when all of a sudden they had answering machines type of deals where you call, and it was like somebody press 1 if you want to speak to a salesperson, press 2 if you want to talk to a technical support, press 3 for billing, do this. So that was basically, I think, like some of the start where artificial intelligence, it wasn't artificial intelligence yet, but it was like the predecessor to things, I believe, because that's where it came away from actually doing like real customer service to just doing, just to be like, you're quicker to the destination, but you really weren't. And it helped people eliminate jobs with basically front desks. So what does that mean? So well, when that didn't happen, you called like the main phone number and like 911, and then you basically talked to the person that like right when you dialed, and then they referred you to whatever department it was. So that started to cut out jobs. Now in the tech world, now we're all about efficiency and trying to make stuff happen. So there is so much automation going on now where people save money because salaries are so expensive, and workman's comp insurance in the United States is so big, that's so expensive that sometimes it might be, and with spending some money on some software, you can then save money because that's a one-time purchase, and software most likely will work, and you probably get updates, so it's getting better and better, and you're saving money. So yeah, you got to buy new chips, and like they upgrade that, but most of the time you just buy a new computer and software is there to stay. So what does IBM want to do? They want to cut out the finance, accounting, and HR. Those were the first ones to go. So they're also looking at to cut 30% and replacing them with AI. So that is really, really scary when big companies are saying we're not going to hire people and we're going to run them by artificial intelligence. Well, I can see that, because when you're a company, you need to be profitable. You need to run a profit, because that's why you're in business. And how do you do that? Well, you either make your product more expensive, or you find ways how you can save. And when you have a one-time cost, and they'll start working, and they won't stop working for you, and it's just constantly doing a good job. I know you might say right now in this video, you're like, AI is not even there to take on a job. Well, yeah, but we also didn't really, before the iPhone came about, we didn't really know about a bunch of apps, right? So the iPhone came out, and then there was like apps, and it was like touchscreen, and it was super revolutionizing. And that came, and people were like, oh my gosh, that's world changing. And now everybody has a touchscreen, and everybody kind of uses either an Android or an Apple or a Linux, and these are all mostly touchscreens. So it's crazy how that came and didn't leave again. And so I think personally, this is my pure opinion, but I think we're in the infant stages of AI. And so I saw an interview with the head Google guy, Larry something, I can't remember, and he said he doesn't know what AI was thinking. They was given some really, it learned like a language and gave some really strange answers. And the guy asked him, isn't that dangerous when AI learns stuff that it shouldn't learn? And he was like, well, we don't even know how the brain works 100% yet either. So just because we don't understand our own bodies, and makes it really difficult for us to then have AI, train AI to think like a human when we don't really understand, human brains quite yet. So why am I making this video? Well, your job is going to be impacted. Your job is going to either get easier and you're going to get paid less, or you're going to be more in demand and you can charge more. So I have a list here on my cell phone for jobs that are in high demand. Data analysts and scientists, AI machine learning, big data specialists, digital marketing and strategy, process automation, business development, digital transformation, informational security, software, IT, project management. These are all in very high demand. And so you're probably, if you're in one of these fields, you're probably still gonna have a job, and you're developing the AI for the job. So you are pretty good right now. So let's look at decreased demand. Data entry clerks, yeah, because ChatGPT can basically do that. Administrative and executive secretaries, yes, ChatGPT can do some of it, not 100% yet, but it's going to replace personal assistants. Accounting, bookkeeper, pay clerks, yes, accountants, auditors, assembly factory workers, business service administration, client information, customer service, general and operation manager, mechanics and machinery repairs. I don't know why that is on that list, why that was on the list, because I feel like, like putting together machines, I think AI cannot do that yet. I think there will be, at one point, there will be glasses, like the Apple glasses where you can wear those, and they will tell you what's wrong with the car. So you don't need to be an expert on anything anymore, because you can just put on glasses and it will then tell you stuff. So when you look at the movie Matrix, well, they basically just upload a software and then you can do like fighting skills. I think in the future you can put on glasses and you're like, I don't know how to change a tire. Well, let me spend $9 and put on my VR goggles and it will tell me how to change a tire. And it will be for my model specifically, and it can do it in 2 minutes. You just need Wi-Fi or data signals to download it, and bam, off you go. And then you put the goggles on and you know how to do a tire. I know, I've seen those, somebody showed that they had it in, I don't know what kind of application, but I think that's coming. So if you're specialized in a skill, that's very good, because the more specialized you are, the less likely AI will come and take your job. Because once we're there with fully developed AI where it can actually come and give you responses and give you arguments why you're right and why you're wrong, then we're going to be at a scary point where you can actually tell it what to put on your calendar, and it will actually plan your days for you. And yeah, I know we're not quite there yet, but it's coming. It's coming. So when you're going to buy a house, or you're going to try to finance a car, and you're going to try to, get a job and, live life, it's going to be more, the next generation, it's going to be more difficult, because you're not going to have to learn a lot of things, because you can just ask AI. So why would, and Gary Vee says it wonderfully, why would he learn what the 17th president of the United States is when I have this in my pocket? And let's see. Let me ask Google here. It's not AI, but let me ask it. Who was the 17th president of the United States? Here. President of, yep, here we go. Let's get it focused. You good? Yep. So it basically, with associations of Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson became the 17th president of the United States. So, and let's ask it a trickier question. what is 2,000 divided by 245? And it spits it right out. It is 8 point blah 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 blah. So why do I need to learn how to do all that when I don't even need, when I can just press a button and ask it and it will do all the stuff for it? So when we're going to be there where it can actually send emails out in advance, that it knows that, oh, let me see where Johnny is with his project, and we're going to send him a follow-up email, ask him if he has all the information. It will do that. It will at one point know that this project AB needs assistant, and project AB is about, I don't know, about some car part, and it's going to send emails, follow-up emails to people in the factory saying, hey, are we ready to send this out, or are we going to have problems? Where's the holdup? And it will come up with ways on how to solve the problem. And I had some funny conversations with debates with ChatGPT, and I challenge you to have a debate with ChatGPT and just take a stance and see what argument it brings up, because it can bring up really, really great arguments already. And we're just in it for, I think, a year or so into this where it's actually released to the public. And now we got Neuralink coming, where people can walk again with, a brain chip. And all this stuff is coming. So what is that going to do? Well, I personally think that that's going to decrease your price. So so what do I mean by that? I mean that when you're going to have a price tag of $200,000 a year and you do all these things really good, well, you're competing with AI, and so AI will take half of your load off. So then if it takes half of your load off, do you think that you're still worth $200,000? Because all the stuff that you've listed, half of it AI can do. So am I gonna pay you as the business owner half? Because you don't need to do this, you don't need to do A, B, and C, you don't need to do this. And all of a sudden you're like, I only need a few skills that you really have, and the rest is all done by AI. So do you want to work part-time for me and part-time for somebody else that also needs those skills that AI can't do? Or are you gonna work and for a less amount of pay because those skills aren't needed? Now you might say, well, if those skills aren't needed, then I'm gonna find another job that doesn't require AI. Well, AI doesn't care. AI is just gonna be there doing its job, and the business owner needs to make a profit, like I said 2 minutes ago. So that means that you, as the worker, is gonna get screwed. And you need to come up with ways that AI can't replace you. So what I think the furthest out we are is service techs. So I think we're really far out for sending a service tech out. If it's on the roadside, if it's building a house, or if it's construction, I think we're very, very far out from actually having do that. Like AI, upload it to a Tesla bot or something. I have one right here, and that will actually do that. I know that you can print houses now like this, and when you look at it, there's still electrical wires that need to be pulled. There's still service calls. There's still troubleshoots you need to do. And I don't think AI can do that yet, but I'm talking about yet. And so when we're talking about all these things, is that AI is going to start taking away bits and pieces of your job, that it's going to make you more efficient, and it's going to help you be more organized. It's going to help you be more relaxed when you come home. But that comes at a cost, because with that cost, you're going to have to take a pay cut. Why? Because when you're going to have super expensive machines, you're going to have super expensive, software that takes away from somebody's work. Why pay him the big salary? yeah, I know it's like you pay what you get for, but not everything is about money. Because when you make $200,000 a year and you're destroyed when you come home, your body's shot, you're very tired, but now somebody's offering you 120 and you come home and you still have energy to hang around with your kids, do things, somebody might take it. Some might not, some might. So there's gonna be that people that aren't with AI and are with AI. So when you're gonna buy a house and try to get on a mortgage, buy a mortgage or whatnot, and you're applying for jobs like that to get pre-qualified, it's gonna be tough, because in the future, I think you're gonna be dealing with AI as a realtor. And you might say, why? Because AI is gonna know exactly what your house is worth. You're gonna type it into a data sheet. It's gonna tell you this house has this much, and we're gonna, let's say it's gonna be like a virtual agent that's gonna say, hey, we're gonna go, probably some company that says, hey, we're gonna go out, take pictures, and then we're gonna let AI handle all negotiations. So then it's fair for both parties, and you don't have to worry about your realtor picking up the phone or being on vacation, and basically they'll take care of negotiations. So that is going to be interesting when that's going to come about, because showing people around is, during COVID, I've seen a bunch of people that they just put in lock boxes and you just get a key. So you're going to just go by yourself. They're going to tell you, okay, you can go to house on AB2 Street, and we're gonna send you the code when you're there. Just ring the bell, and we're gonna let you in, and it's gonna be done. And AI will make a plan of your houses that you're gonna see, what time, and we'll send emails out to whoever you're gonna go see the house. And you're gonna be in an office of maybe one realtor that takes care of 2/3 of your area, because why not? Why not? That's what at least if I would do. If I was in the real estate business, I'd be going heavy on AI, because it's fair, it's easy to do, and AI works while you're sleeping, so it will take care of ad campaigns and all this crazy stuff. So I think in the next 5 years we'll see major wealth growth in that area, and hopefully you can capitalize somehow on that. I know you missed an Nvidia stock growth for AI, but there will be other ones. Before, there was huge opportunity in crypto, I think like 5 years ago. So now there's going to be huge opportunity with AI, but I think AI is going to be here a little bit longer. The craze of AI is going to be here a little bit longer than the crypto one, because with AI, the possibilities are infinite. And with crypto, there was limited capabilities because laws weren't in place yet. I know AI doesn't also have the laws yet, but it's coming, and AI is coming for your paycheck. And if you're not on the right side of the coin toss with AI, you're gonna be buried. You're gonna be in a not good position. So if you can automate stuff and make the experience better for your customer, you're gonna be having an amazing time, and it's going to be one hell of a journey. If you know what you're going to do with AI, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear it and have a debate about it. And if you think this whole AI thing's hocus pocus and you don't believe in any of it, also let me know, because I'd be super interested to hear your stories. If you tuned in for this long, I really appreciate you sticking around, and let me know if you want me to go over a topic. Drop it in the comments below. Email me. This is my email address. And I will definitely see you in the next video. Thank you.